Good evening, ladies. I'm your host, Club Brother, the Clother Harbor Sports World, coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area, that is. Today, ladies and gents, I will talk to you guys about the Black Cat running around the Giants and Cowboys game. I will talk to you guys also about the fact, what happened at Shimmer 117 results. I'll get you guys into that for sure. I will talk to you guys also of huge signings at the WWE Performance Center. You have Scarlett Bordeaux, Shotzi Blackheart, and impressive Indy Hartwell. And I'm going to talk to you guys the NXT's invasion of Raw last night. And I'll talk to you guys what really went down there. I'm going to start things off today with the Black Cat running around at the Giants and Cowboys game. Now, the Black Cat that was running around at that Giants and Cowboys game, that cat was hard to catch. I'll tell you that. It really was. That little black cat running around. I mean, I don't know whose cat that was, but one of these days, someone's going to have those Cowboys. Giants would have been those when we got revenge of the Cowboys. That didn't happen there. So I'm just thinking that, I hope the Giants, they get a win, but they get there. But hopefully they win against the Jets. They need a win there. They got to get a win. Didn't get one last night. Maybe on Sunday they'll get this against the Jets. So hopefully that plays out very well. Now we get into the Shimmer 117 results. Marty Bell defeats Belle Pierce. Brittany Blake, that is, defeats Jody Threat. Veda Scott defeats Lady Luck. Team C-Stars retain the Shimmer Tag Team titles. Soraya Knight defeats Davey Ann. Azalea Sienna defeats Rhea O'Reilly. Shelton McKenzie defeats Elena Black. Chris Statlander, Chia Melissa, Nevaeh, Skylar, and Six-Way. High-Am retains the interim Heart of Shimmer title. Dust defeats Mercedes Martinez, Nicole Savoy, and Big Swole. They defeated Blue Nation, Jessica Troy, and Charlie Evans. Kimberly retains the Shimmer title. Those are Shimmer 117 results, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Now I'm going to talk about the biggest signing that just happened at the Performance Center earlier today. That is Shotzi Blackheart, the Ballsy BA, yes. Shotzi Blackheart. She just showed up at the Performance Center. Now, last month, as many of you guys recall, Ray Regal, that is, he gave Shotzi Blackheart an NXT offer. And Shotzi Blackheart, I will say, she did show up at the Performance Center. You can check the photos at WWE Performance Center or WWE.com. That is if you want to, guys. Now, she didn't come necessarily was the only signing. That is Scarlett Bordeaux and I got it here. Impressive Indy Hartwell. That is referee Stefan Smith. That is. They have signed with referee Stefan Smith or Steven Smith. They signed with WWE. That is, by the way. So this is a big signings. Now, Shotzi Blackheart, she will take on Reina Gonzalez at Evolve 139, but may not be for the Shine Nova title. Now Shotzi Blackheart, she's still a Shine Nova champion, by the way. But I will say that Shotzi Blackheart, well, I'm not sure it's going to be in the Shine 62. You'll see her at Evolve 139, by the way. She takes on Reina Gonzalez. That is, by the way. It'll be a good match. So hopefully that comes to play. Now, she did sign with WWE. She has signed with WWE, by the way. She was at the Performance Center along with impressive Indy Hartwell, Scarlett Bordeaux, Stephon Diggs. So congrats to all the signings at the WWE, by the way. And congrats to them. I wish them best future endeavors. I can tell you this, that Shotzi Blackheart, Indy Hartwell, and Scarlett Bordeaux are going to be future NXT Women's Champs, by the way. And I look forward to that. And they're going to be in the future, and they're going to be future, and they're going to be also in the future main roster, by the way. Hopefully, I look forward to that as well. So hopefully, I look forward to it. It's going to be impressive. I think they're going to make good impressions, and that's all I'm going to say right there for that. Another news I also need to address, by the way, is also just the the fact that Penske, that is the Penske Corporation Group, they buy Indy Motor Speedway and Indy Car Series from the Holman family, that is, after 74 years. winningest team owner in history with 18 in Indy 500 history with 18 victories. So congrats on that part, by the way. So that's big news right there. And that's I got right there for once, ladies. So that's all I got. Also, there's another news that Hannah Gavio, she just finished her second New York City Marathon. Congrats to her on that. That's amazing, incredible. Another news that Dean Sparrow says that the Chargers locating to London is total BS. He says that they're going to stay in the LA for good. So there's no way they're not going to the Chargers. I'll tell you, there's no way they're going to the Chargers. They won't be going to London. They will. That's not going to happen. I can tell you that. It won't. Now, the other news I do need to address, by the way, is also just the fact that this past Sunday, maybe if you guys saw it, Ravens, they gave the Patriots their first loss of this season. You know, Patriots, they would have been 16-0, but they're not. Because Patriots' streak was in jeopardy, and it was. So Lamar Jackson is the underdog, but you got to give him credit due to him, by the way. So they didn't disappoint. They showed up. They just showed up. And honestly, to be honest, I got to say, you know, Patriots, they may be A1 for now. That's probably the only loss they're ever going to get. So they're still going to go to the playoffs anyway. But that comes down, but it happens in the AFC title game. Big trouble for the Patriots. Yep. Big trouble. So Patriots got their first loss of the season, and well, that's what I got right there, fun. So how the Patriots can recover, you'll just wait and see. Now, I want to talk to you guys about what happened last night on Monday Night Raw. Well, Brock Lesnar was looking for Rey Mysterio 619, and Brock Lesnar was attacked. Everybody, nearly a lot of people backstage, and one of the commentators. Brock Lesnar, that is, trying to look for Rey Mysterio 619. Rey Mysterio comes down and attacks Brock Lesnar with a pipe, by the way. And honestly, he hits him with the title belt for sure. So Rey Mysterio stood up for himself. That's once the Avengers, Dominic, members, even Cain Velasquez, by the way. So that was incredible. Really, really incredible. So I did look forward to that. And he also said this. He also challenged Brock Lesnar for the WWE title at Survivor Series. Now, this is a classic match from a couple years ago. Now, 619 Rey Mysterio is a little history of Brock Lesnar. This is no different. So, 619 Rey Mysterio against Brock Lesnar for the WWE title. It's going to happen at Survivor Series, that is. And that's probably not a good move, but I think Rey Mysterio can pull this off. I think he can. So, I do look forward to that match. It's going to be must-see, must-watch, and I just look forward to seeing Rey Mysterio walk out as the WWE champion. But it won't be that easy for him, by the way. It just won't be that easy. I'll tell you that. So, both veteran superstars and high caliber match. I do look forward to it. It's must-see, must-watch. So, you got to check it out for yourselves. Check it out, guys. Also, what also happened on Monday Night Raw last night, Seth Rollins came out, says another energy. But some of the NXT stars, Undisputed Era came out. The OC came out, that is, by the way. They confronted the Undisputed Era, but the OC was ambushed by the NXT stars, Dominic Dijakovic, and some of the other NXT stars as well. So it was just, this is how Survivor Series is going to look like, guys. That's how it is right there. So they'll look forward to that. In other news, I do need also, by the way, the NXT stars, I was right all this time. The NXT stars not just only invaded SmackDown this past Friday, but last night they invaded Raw, and Raw stood their ground. They stood their ground. NXT invaded Raw. And also, get this, everybody. While Becky Lynch was doing an interview, Shayna, two-time Baszler, their submission magician, Becky Lynch met Shayna Baszler. Becky Lynch confronts Shayna Baszler, or Shayna Baszler confronts Becky Lynch. And Shayna Baszler says that, she's going to face Becky. Well, now she's gonna face Becky Lynch and Bayley at Survivor Series. That is, by the way. Now, Shayna Baszler knew that. She says that she's friends with Ronda Rousey. She's trains with her, by the way. She's also says that Becky Lynch knows which sort of set of lips she's going to carry with her, by the way. And that Becky Lynch, that is, she confronts Shayna Baszler. And this is really interesting. I'll tell you that right now. This is almost like a horsewoman versus horsewoman match, which obviously could be in the works, but that's just certainly not going to happen. It could happen, but we've seen Ronda Rousey take on Charlotte Flair, take on Sasha Banks, take on Bayley. But Becky Lynch beat. Now remember, Becky Lynch, she beat Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 35. Shayna Baszler looks to avenge Ronda Rousey. That is, by the way, and takes down on Becky Lynch. And she faces Becky Lynch and Bayley at Survivor Series. Now, this is a champion versus champion match. I will say that for sure. So that was really interesting. They went face to face. I told you guys that, and also that it's going to happen. You never know for sure. Also, the ending of that, you just saw Adam Cole once again defend the NXT title against former Universal Champ Seth Rollins. That was a good match, but till it got absolute mayhem. By the way, an absolute brawl. The NXT stars came out. The Raw roster came out. This is what's going to happen at Survivor Series, everybody. So my question to everybody: will Raw or SmackDown, or will Raw and SmackDown, both brands, get their revenge on NXT come tomorrow night? That's the question that's going to remain right there. And you just never know if it's going to, if Raw or SmackDown is going to show, or both brands going to show up to NXT and take over NXT. That could happen. Just remember, everybody, NXT, they took over both SmackDown and Raw. Raw, SmackDown may get their revenge come tomorrow night on NXT. That could happen. It can happen. You never know for sure. I know this is gonna be good. So Raw, SmackDown, and NXT are gonna be going head to head for the first time ever. Like I said, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be incredible. It's must see must watch. But you'll see matches from, Undisputed Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish take on the SmackDown Tag Team Champs of the Revival and the Raw Tag Team Champs of, the Viking Raiders. You'll also see, Shayna Baszler versus Bayley versus Becky Lynch. Those will be good matches, by the way. Look forward to those. And there are going to be a lot more matches along the way. So I do look forward to seeing this month's Survivor Series, by the way. NXT gets in the mix. I mean, used to come on the Raw versus SmackDown. Now it comes on the Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. So that'll be amazing. It's going to be really incredible. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I know I am, by the way. And it's going to be amazing. It's must see, must watch. You don't miss on that, though, by the way. So it's going to be amazing. No, Slations, be sure to get your WrestleMania trial packages right now. That is, if you go to WrestleMania trialpackages.com/WWE, that is what we want to, guys. So I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to that, and it's must see, it's must watch right there. And I know it's going to be pretty incredible. I know you guys are going to want to enjoy it. So I can send you guys a link if you want to, guys. It's up to you guys. So you never know how this is going to play out. You just never know for sure. It's going to be amazing. It's must see, must watch, and what a spoon I can tell you that right now. It just will not disappoint. I will say that for sure. So that'll be good. It will be really, really good. Also, there's another news that John Collins has been suspended for PED. He's been suspended 25 games for PEDs. That is for GHRP2, which is a growth hormone. Relining peptide, that is. Yeah, growth hormone. He tested positive for PEDs, which is GHRP2, growth hormone, belonging peptide, that is, 2, which is increased for digestive, which increases food nor appetite. Food intake nor appetite, that is. So, not good for John Collins. So, not good there. Not a good look for him. So, who knows about that? Hope learns a lesson. Other news, that is that Witherspoon, that is Jermaine Witherspoon, he apologized to the fans and to his teammates about the Twitter tirade he was on to the fans. And he lashed it out. Jermaine Whitehead, that is, he lashed out on the fans, and well, after they lost the Broncos on Sunday. So, not looking good there. Not looking good. So, hopefully, he learns a lesson, by the way. Hopefully, that suits very well. So, that's what I got. Also, I want to say happy birthday to Sienna, Allison Kay, and Sienna, North Sienna, that is. The NWA Women's Champ and the Shine Champ, that is, by the way. Also, former Mae Young Classic competitor as well. Happy birthday to her, former Impact Knockout Champ, by the way, as well. So congrats to her. So happy birthday to her. Also happy birthday to Roxy. She's 18 now. So happy birthday to her. Her biggest victories of all. So look forward to that, by the way. So it's got right there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it there for the Clothes Rival Sports Boy YouTube channel and Facebook page. Please be sure you always like to subscribe to the Clothes Rival Sports Boy YouTube channel and Facebook page by any means necessary. Send me your results, your comments, your tweets, your extra thoughts on the Black Cat running around last night's Giants and Cowboys game. Even though Giants lost yet again, I was not too pleased about that. Let me know with that Black Cat running around on the field last night. Send me your comments, your tweets, your thoughts about that as well. Be sure to send me your comments, your tweets, your thoughts on NXT invading Raw last night. Let me know in the comments section your extra tweets, your thoughts about that as well. I was going to address to that. Tell me some of your extra tweets, your thoughts on John Collins being spent 25 games with PEDs. That is, let me know in the comments section your extra thoughts and tweets about that as well. I will definitely respond and address to that. And also be sure to send me your reactions, your thoughts, your comments. Also send your birthday wishes and shout outs to Allison Kay or Sienna, that is, and Roxy. Birthdays are today, so please do so by any means necessary. In the comment section down below, be sure to get your WrestleMania trial packages at WrestleMania trial packages, that is. So hope you guys are actually looking forward to that, and that'll be interesting news right there for once, ladies and gents. And also, trial packages. Also, you can get your WrestleMania trial packages at trialpackages.wwe.com. By the way, if you're not done so, please do so right now. And that's what I got right there for once. So you check it out the site, and they're available right now, guys. So tickets selling fast. Don't forget them, guys. So look forward to that, and it'll be must see, must watch, and don't miss any opportunity. It's gonna be a big one. So. That's all this. I'll be back with more breaking news, live updates, developing storylines, and a whole lot more. Also, by the way, I want to let you know this: Cam Newton's going to be placed in the IR because of a nagging foot injury sustained. So, not good for that. Not good. So, hope he gets well. By the way, and that's all this. I'll be back with more breaking news, straight times, live updates, developing storylines, and a whole lot more in the Club Apple Sports Board. Everything you need to know, all things sports related, hot topics, developing storylines, live updates. Whole lot more. So don't miss any opportunities. Must see, must watch. And that's all so that's all there is to it, guys. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good evening. Bye-bye.